guys, welcome back to Blossom Living with POI. I hope you're all well and keeping safe out there. So on today's video, I wanted to celebrate myself and every early and premature menopausal women out there. It's been 11 years since I was diagnosed with premature ovarian failure. Now, I normally don't, I completely forgot because I normally don't celebrate things like this. However, henceforth, I'm going to start celebrating myself and every woman out there for our daily courage, our inner and outer strength, and just the ability to keep going each day, because we know it's not easy to deal with premature ovarian failure. It's not easy to live with it. Every day has its struggles, and so I just wanted to kind of bring that here today, and as a way to kind of remember myself that it's been 11 years. Those past 11 years, I've been through so much and it's just amazing that I keep going. And sometimes I do ask myself, where do I get my strength from? So I just wanted to kind of acknowledge myself for that today, and anybody else out there, and also to go through some old blood work results. I obtained the blood work this year, and I want to share them with you as well, to just kind of see the journey of what has actually, how my FSH, my LSH has changed over the years, and the estrogen as well. So yeah, I have some notes here. I'm going to go through them. Let's see. So my first appointment, my first blood work was in 2018 with the GP. And when I had an appointment with the GP, my FSH that time in 2018 was 117.7. So FSH was high. Let's keep it in mind that I had no idea what FSH or LSH was then, but I'm much more informed now. So FSH was 117.7. LH was 51.2. For those that do not know what FSH and LSH is, I will leave it on the description box below just to read more about it. Then the estradiol, which is also the estrogen, was 73.4. So it was less than 73.44. So after getting this blood work in 2018, in 28, that's when I was referred then to the main hospital with the gyno. So with the gyno, I have a few things there I wanted to read out, because I've been going through this recently myself, and there's some things I'm just like, oh wow, I don't remember this happening back in 2008. There's some things I've actually forgotten about. So it was good to kind of refresh and just bring back those memories. So in 28, let's see here, what is the first one I want to go through. Okay, so the blood work from 2009, so this was done in 2009, because I went to the GP towards the end of 2008, which was around December, I believe, and then I got an appointment with the gyno around, I was diagnosed in November 2009. But I don't remember when I got the appointment with the gyno, but this year was from 2009, the 14th of September 2009. And let's see. Yeah, I was diagnosed at the age of, so let's just see what happens here. Let's see. So my FSH, when I went to the gyno, so this was the blood work from the gyno, my FSH was 135 UL. So it looks like the FSH actually went up from the GP result. And then my LSH was 49. So it looks as if the LSH went down, again. And then the estradiol was 41. And then the progesterone was 3. That's what it has here. Progesterone was 3. And yeah, that's what it has here. Let me see. It has an unusual range. It says the unusual range that the progesterone is less than 5. Yeah. So it's 3. Yeah. And for my for the which one is it? Let's see. The next one here is, this is one for the AMH. So the AMH was less than 0.1. So I never really knew what my AMH was for a long time. And then this one here is for my So this one here is from it looks as if this one was ordered in January 2010, way after I was diagnosed. You can see there that like there was a gap because I had a GP appointment in 2008, and I think I got an appointment early or mid 2009, and the result came around like 2000. Yeah, I got a result in 2009, but around like September. I think it was earlier than that. I don't really remember. This is just based on what I could find. It's been such a long time, so it's so hard to remember a few things. I have to really start thinking hard. So from this one here says this was ordered in 2010, and it says like the report is for my right ovary biopsy. So right ovary biopsy. It says 90 years old female. Yeah, of course, I was 19 when I was diagnosed. Possibly premature ovarian failure, right ovary biopsy. Possibly. What do you mean possibly? I was already diagnosed, so why would you say possibly on the result? Oh, it was ordered in 2010. So does that mean, okay, I don't know. I was already diagnosed and taking HRT already. And in 2010, I wasn't like 19 anymore. I was 20. Was that 20? No, hold on. 20. No, I don't even know. I was 20. Yeah, no. I was 19 going on 20 when I was diagnosed. So yeah, so in 2010, I was already 21. So I was already a year into, I wasn't a year into HRT, but I was a few months into HRT. Yeah, oh Lord, it's easy to forget. 90 years old female, possibly premature ovarian failure, right ovary biopsy. And there it says, receive this right ovary biopsy is a single piece of yellow tissue of 0.5 centimeter. Specimen or embedded in one cassette A, 1 IP. Don't know what that means, but yeah. And there it says, no ovary, I believe OVA stands for ovary. No OVA identified in this biopsy material. Okay, so that's, yeah, ovary, yeah, so ovary biopsy. No ovary identifying this, so no ovary of, actually, yeah, I know I was told that I have no eggs. When I was diagnosed that I have no eggs, and also my ovary was, I think they said my ovary was really small or something, that it would be hard to carry a child if I am to potentially get pregnant, which I cannot because I have no eggs. Yeah, I remember that being said to me. So it says no ovary identifying this biopsy material. Okay, so that's what's here. I've never actually read through that before, but okay. And then that's all I have from 2008 and 2009. There's a few older, but I just want to show what was relevant. And then this one here is from 2020. So in 2020, now, of course, I've been on HRT for like a few years. And I've been on different doses of HRT as well. But in 2020, because I've not seen anybody like since 2008, so I decided, because I was going through a few things then, because I was on the Femestin 2x10 and there was a lot that was going on. So I decided to pay a visit to my GP, and I requested for like some blood work. So these were the blood work from the GP. And on the GP, now the GP note says here that the blood work was on HRT, because I was on HRT, so the blood work was on HRT. And then it says here that my FSH is 48 and my LH is 36 and the estradiol is 205. So you can see that the estradiol has gone up, which is good because estrogen is very important. And the FSH has gone down and the LH has also gone down. So that means HRT is working for me. Still menopausal, but HRT is working okay. Estrogen is good, because when I then saw a doctor, it said that the estrogen is good. Like estrogen 200, your estrogen has to be around 200. Like that's good. You know, anything less than that is then. So yeah. So yeah, that is pretty much all I wanted to share with you all. And yeah, and just to remember to, you know, each year, I know each year when you like, when you want, if you want to celebrate yourself each year is going to bring back those memories of the first time you were told about this condition. But also think of it as a way of, you know, what you've been through the past how many years. Even if you're just diagnosed a few months ago, think about what you've been through for the past few months and how you've been able to kind of, you know, go each day with that great courage and inner strength. And if it's like, just kind of acknowledge those little moments and, you know, what you've been through, what you've, and where you are today, or how you're surviving each day. Just acknowledge those moments and just be grateful for it, and just give yourself a tap on the back. You know, it's not easy, and I know people ask me sometimes, you know, how are you smiling? And I think I'm just genuinely a smiley person. I'm genuinely a very optimistic person. I try to be optimistic as much as possible. And, you know, for me, few years back, I was still very optimistic and happy. I was still very optimistic, but I wasn't genuinely happy. It was just a smile on the face. I wasn't happy because I was going through so much. But I can definitely say for the past 3 or 4 years, I'm genuinely like happy inside, and it reflects on the outside. And, you know, no matter what I'm going through, I'm genuinely still happy because I've learned to kind of like acknowledge my struggles and things I've been through, and, you know, to set time for my mental health, because mental health is so important. Like, I think I didn't realize how important mental health is in terms of POI and just in general. Mental health is so important to acknowledge it. I've learned to acknowledge it, and that has actually helped me significantly. And yeah, so I'm going to end this video here today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and take care of yourself, love yourself, cherish yourself, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.